Good evening and a very warm welcome to Front Page on AIM Network, India's definitive media organization and voice on everything AI and technology. Well, it's not just tech that's evolving, it's actually how we see, search, and survive in the AI age. Browsers are getting brains, companies are buying compute by the megawatt, and Indian cities are reinventing themselves as innovation capital. Here are the headlines for tonight. Microsoft revives Clippy as Mico. OpenAI doubles down on Mac with Atlas and Sky. Google defends its 68% browser empire with Gemini. And Perplexity's Comet quietly races ahead, marking the start of a high-stakes AI interface war where the winner won't just own your browser, but your daily intent. While the AI interface war heats up on the surface, Anthropic just made one of the biggest compute deals in history with Google, a quiet move that could actually reshape the power map of the AI industry. Telangana is setting a bold target to attract INR 1 lakh crore in life sciences investments by 2030 and create 5 lakh new jobs, positioning Hyderabad as a global bio-innovation hub and a serious challenger to Bengaluru's dominance in the GCC and health tech landscape. Good evening on Front Page. A decade into the AI boom, we are watching two radically different bets on how humans will meet AI. Microsoft is giving Copilot a face, Mico, an expressive voice-forward avatar with, well, a Clippy Easter egg and a slate of social, memory, and browser-native actions. OpenAI is doing the opposite, clinging to the Mac with Atlas, its AI browser, and Sky, a macOS native action layer, turning ChatGPT into an invisible operating service that quietly reads context and gets things done. Another clear signal of Microsoft's trust first posture came this week. Mustafa Suleiman, CEO of Microsoft AI, told CNBC that Copilot support any pornographic or erotic content. What he called is this simulated erotica, end quote. That's not just, well, a service we are going to provide. Other companies will build that, end quote. Mustafa Suleiman, this is actually a sharp contrast to OpenAI, whose CEO, Sam Altman, recently reaffirmed the company's stance to, well, treat adult users as adults, end quote, signaling that ChatGPT will allow verified users to generate erotic content in the future. Meanwhile, Elon Musk's XAI has already introduced NSFW modes for Grok Imagine and its AI avatar Ani, and startups like Replica and Character. AI continue to dominate the AI companion market. The AI sex tech market itself is projected to hit $5.4 billion by 2033. The move underscores Microsoft's positioning. Emotionally accessible AI with strict ethical guardrails, very different from the open experimentation happening at OpenAI and XAI. And if you want to, well, explore more, we have covered this extensively here on Front Page. Make sure to check it out, even, well, if you haven't already, and we wonder why you're doing that. Anyway, back to Microsoft's thesis. Emotion is a feature. Give AI a presence that listens, reacts, and reassures. OpenAI's thesis. Invisibility is power. Put AI inside the places where intent originates, which is the browser, the operating system, and let design craft do the talking. Both want the same end state. Own the starting point of user intent, the moment where actually you think, click, or speak. And now, what shipped? Well, Mico, Copilot's optional face, animates mood, changes color, and reacts in real time in voice mode. This is, of course, in the United States, Canada, the United Kingdom to start with. A few taps will unlock the Clippy throwback. Yes, Satya said it, and this is what he said. Clippy is back, end quote. What changed under the hood? This is what it is. Groups up to 32, multi-user, shared chats with well summarization, tasking, and brainstorming. Learn live. Socratic tutoring with voice, visuals, and a whiteboard. Copilot for health, grounded, cited guidance, plus provider finding by speciality/language. Memory and personalization. Long-term recall, you can actually edit or delete. Connectors, search across OneDrive, Outlook, Gmail, Drive, Calendar, well, with consent gates, of course. Edge as an AI browser. See, summarize tabs, compare information, and take actions, which is book, fill forms with opt-ins, of course. Journeys, reconstruct past browsing into task threads. The bet, an approachable, human-centered assistant. Mustafa Suleiman's phrasing, not ours, that blends warmth with agency and lives across Windows, Edge, and Microsoft's cloud. The risk, well, this is what it is. Anthropomorphic assistants can actually veer from delightful to distracting. Microsoft insists Mico is optional, memory is user controlled, and Real Talk aims for helpful pushback without, well, sycophancy. Atlas isn't a sidebar. It's actually an AI browser built to make ChatGPT the first surface, not Google. It launches on Mac first with Windows, iOS, Android next. But the message is quite clear. Craft over coverage. Sky, via the acquisition of Software Applications Incorporated, brings deep Mac OS integration, a natural language layer that actually sees your screen and acts in your apps. It's actually the same design-first instinct many associate with Jony Ive. The style craft, minimal UI, maximum context, invisible assistance. What does this actually enable? Memory that fuses browsing plus ChatGPT history, opt-in of course, to recall docs, plans, and tasks. Hover writing assistant in text fields. App SDK to call apps from ChatGPT. Headless browsing control for agents. Multi-site referencing inside a chat. The distribution logic. Well, owning the browser, which is Atlas, and OS level actions, Sky, reduces dependence on gatekeepers. Example, platforms that can actually throttle third-party bots and puts ChatGPT closest to intent. What is the trade-off? Atlas ships without classic browser amenities, which is VPN, ad block, reader mode. That's actually, well, deliberate. OpenAI's priority is ChatGPT orchestration, not another Chrome clone. The tighter integration envelope. What does that mean? Mac OS APIs and consistent hardware let OpenAI craft a smoother, well, AI in your desktop loop for early adopters, which is creators, developers, researchers. The clean design story, clearly a controlled surface to refine Atlas/Sky before scaling. The channel independence, fewer conflicts than shipping deep OS features first on a platform stewarded by OpenAI's largest cloud partner. What is the user fit? The Mac audience over indexes on toolchain experimentation and premium UX, ideal for seeding behavioral change, ChatGPT as default surface. So basically, the two roads to the same destination. Microsoft is building a friendly companion that acts across your system with enterprise grade guardrails and a browser that can actually do things for you. OpenAI is building a very quiet operator that absorbs context and executes inside a premium operating system and a purpose built browser. Different aesthetics, same ambition, become the universal action layer, the place you start and the system that finishes. Let's, well, look at Microsoft's angle. It is Copilot plus Edge equals agentic workflows that actually meet corporate controls, identity, DLP, audit. Connectors unify content under explicit consent. Groups makes AI collaborative. Mico humanizes adoption in frontline support and training contexts. OpenAI's angle. This is what it is. Atlas standardizes the canvas where ChatGPT agents read, reason, and act. Sky accelerates on device actions, write, summarize, orchestrate apps with minimal UI. App SDK hints at a new developer surface. Build for the assistant, not just the app, end quote. So, what's the bottom line? Microsoft is offering a governed, familiar path to scale. OpenAI is offering, well, a frictionless, assistant first runtime. Many shops will trial both. Consumerization will pull Atlas, well, and Sky in. Policy will anchor Copilot slash Edge. Finally, Microsoft believes AI should look you in the eye, warm, social, and ready to act across your digital life. OpenAI believes AI should fade into the glass, native, quiet, and closer to your intent rather than any tab or toolbar. Google, well, wants to defend the front door, keeping Chrome's 68% market share intact by infusing Gemini directly into the browser layer. Perplexity wants to move fast and own workflows, with Comet acting like an invisible assistant that sits between you and the web. This clearly is no longer just a model war. It's actually a full blown interface war for the first pixel you touch when you wake your screen. Microsoft bets on trust and familiarity. OpenAI bets on precision and craft. Google bets on distribution and inertia. Perplexity bets on speed and simplicity. Clippy smiles. Atlas whispers. Gemini watches. Comet races. And somewhere in the background, the internet's control plane is shifting from search boxes to agentic layers. The winner, well, won't just own your browser. They'll own your intent, your attention, and your daily decisions. And that, my friend, is more than models or chips. That is where the real power lies. AI won't just live on your screen, it'll actually decide which part of the web you even see. And the battle for that power has officially begun. Please do let us know what you think in the comments below, because your thoughts are definitely very important to us. Anthropic has struck a multi-billion-dollar deal with Google to secure access to up to 1 million TPUs, tensor processing units, and over 1 gigawatt of compute capacity starting in 2026. Yes, you heard that right. 1 million chips, tens of billions of dollars, and one of the largest single infrastructure deals the AI industry has ever seen. This deal, well, isn't just about speed, upgrades. It's actually about locking in compute access for the next wave of frontier models, Claude 4, Claude 5, and beyond. Anthropic and Google have a long-standing partnership, and this latest expansion will help us continue to grow the compute we need to define the frontier of AI. End quote. This was said by Krishna Rao, the CFO, Anthropic. TPUs were once Google's internal secret weapon. Now, well, they've become a strategic alternative to NVIDIA. As demand for high performance chips continues to explode, a single gigawatt of compute can actually cost roughly about, well, $50 billion to deploy. OpenAI has already locked up deals worth over $1 trillion to secure around 26 gigawatts of capacity. Wow, that's a huge number. Anthropic's move signals something bigger, clearly. The chip race is no longer about buying capacity. It's about controlling the future of model training. With this deal, Anthropic is positioning itself as Google's most important AI customer and partner outside its own ecosystem. And for Google Cloud, this is a direct shot at NVIDIA's supply chain dominance. Anthropic's choice to significantly expand its usage of TPUs reflects the strong price performance and efficiency its teams have seen with TPUs for, well, several years. End quote. This was said by Thomas Kurian, CEO, Google Cloud, and this is also a hedge. Anthropic currently runs on AWS's Trainium NVIDIA GPUs and Google TPUs. But doubling down on TPUs signals where it actually wants its frontier training edge to really be. Over the last 2 years, NVIDIA has dominated the AI infrastructure landscape, with its GPU powering nearly, well, every frontier model. But Google is quietly mounting a very serious challenge. TPUs are already known for their power efficiency, tight integration with Google Cloud, and lower cost at scale. With Anthropic valued at $183 billion dollars and backed by Google, Amazon, and others betting big, well, this is effectively Google's coming out party as a top tier compute supplier. NVIDIA might still own the majority of AI workloads today, but the real shift in market power could come from alliances exactly like this. The chip layer is no longer a commodity. It's actually becoming a strategic moat. While Amazon, Google, Microsoft, and OpenAI are doubling down on custom silicon, Oracle is doing something else entirely. At Oracle AI World 2025, which AIM Network was covering extensively from the ground up, our Karan Bhatta, SVP at Oracle Cloud Infrastructure, explained why Oracle isn't building its own AI chip just yet.
Never say never, but I think right now, when you think about AI chipsets, it's not just the hardware itself, it's a software ecosystem play, right? So we could build the best hardware, that we want, like let's say like native and where you're describing it, but it really comes down to like, will all of the models and all of the software libraries, will they adopt it? It's a multi-decade journey to be able to do that, right? So I think it's a much more complicated answer. But in saying that, we are still collaborating with AMD, NVIDIA, all of our other vendors like Ampere to actually put in a lot of the things that we need out of for our customers in their next generation, like hardware architecture. So like even though we're not deploying like what you'd call like Oracle's like custom chip, we are putting a lot of that feedback back into our hardware partners and deploying that in our cloud. So never say never, but I think it really just comes down to customer choice and the software ecosystem play as well.
Interesting. Like Karan mentioned, well, instead of chasing chip dominance, Oracle is partnering deeply with NVIDIA, AMD, and Ampere and focusing on, well, networking innovation through Oracle Acceleron, repurposing older GPU clusters for inference choice and flexibility for customers. It's not just about GPUs. You could be deploying a data center in the middle of nowhere, but you need network connectivity, storage. It's actually a much broader conversation than just GPU supply. But added this. This is actually Oracle's contrarian bet. Don't fight for silicon, build the infrastructure fabric that actually silicon needs. And finally, this isn't about chatbots anymore. It's actually about compute power. OpenAI is hoarding chips. Anthropic is locking in TPUs. Google is challenging Nvidia. Oracle is quietly securing the network layer. Above the surface, the interface war dominates headlines. But beneath the surface, the infrastructure war will decide who actually wins. AI won't just live on your screen, it'll live in the data centers, the cables, and silicon that actually shape everything you see. Please do stick around because, well, this is the quiet $1 trillion war that will actually define the AI decade. And also, please let us know what you think in the comments below. Because as we unravel these developments in real time, this only happens on Front Page by AIM Network, India's definitive voice for everything AI and technology. For all of our viewers, we are actually making sure that we bring you all of the fresh updates and insights like never before. And if you are actually enjoying this, please make sure to share, subscribe, and follow us. You know why? Because it really encourages us. And that's why we are doing all of this, putting in all the effort. And your subscriptions really matter to us. Of course, now we're going to be heading on to the next news. Telangana has made its most ambitious announcement yet. 1 lakh crore rupees targeted in life sciences investment by 2030. 5 lakh new jobs to be created. Life sciences economy to triple from $80 billion to $250 billion. This was announced by Duddila Sridhar Babu, Minister for IT and Industries, at the OS Biotech International Conference 2025 in Melbourne. Telangana is preparing a comprehensive life sciences policy to accelerate innovation, infrastructure, and global partnerships. End quote. This is what Babu said. Well, over just 20 months, Telangana has already attracted 3.2 lakh crore rupees in new investments, 63,000 crore rupees of which came from life sciences between April and December 2024 alone. The sector generated 26,000 crores in exports. And now the state is gunning to transform itself from a national player to a global biotech superhub by the end of the decade. Telangana is actually backing its ambition with very hard infrastructure and skilled human capital. The infrastructure highlights, here they are: Genome Valley Medical Devices Park, B Hub for, well, biotech startups; Bharat Future City Plug and Play Industrial Parks for, well, rapid scaling. As far as the talent and skilling is concerned, Life Sciences University plus Young India Skills University partnership with WEF's Center for the Fourth Industrial Revolution workforce trained at the intersection of biotech, AI, and health tech. Hyderabad's life sciences office space has actually already grown from, well, this is very nice, 0.6 million square feet in 2022 to, well, very encouraging figure of 2.4 million square feet in 2024, signaling explosive momentum. Here is what was said. Our slogan is not just make in India, but invent in Telangana, end quote. This was again said by Mr. Babu. He also actually extended a direct invitation to Australian investors, urging them to explore opportunities in cell and gene therapy, biologics and mRNA vaccines, medtech and diagnostics, AI-driven drug discovery, green biomanufacturing, and genomics. The pitch was pretty clear. Telangana wants to be where the next generation of health innovation happens. Telangana's biotech ambition is unfolding in parallel with Hyderabad's surge in the GCC landscape. According to Zifeno's workforce report, Hyderabad has captured 40% of all new greenfield GCCs set up in India over the past 3 years. 64 of 164 new GCCs were established here. Global players like Eli Lilly, Johnson & Johnson, Vanguard, T-Mobile, Marriott, American Airlines, and more have actually already set up capability centers. The city now hosts 360 plus GCCs, employing over 3.1 lakh professionals. Why does this matter? It's because many of these GCCs are in life sciences, BFSI, health tech, and research and development, setting up for high IP work rather than just IT sourcing. Well, with a 15 to 20% cost advantage, ready policy and frameworks, and lower friction compared to Bengaluru, Hyderabad is increasingly becoming the preferred greenfield destination for global enterprises. This is creating official convergence of biotech, AI, and enterprise technology, an ecosystem capable of powering next generation healthcare innovation at scale. And the momentum actually just got a lot bigger. Southwest Airlines, one of America's largest carriers, has actually officially chosen Hyderabad as the home for its global innovation and technology center, a major win for the state's innovation ecosystem. At a meeting held at the Telangana Secretariat, Honorable CM Revant Reddy and Minister Komati Reddy Venkat Reddy welcomed the Southwest leadership team, led by CIO Lauren Woods, CTO Tom Merritt, Jason Shung, Head Legal Counsel, and Sarthak Brahma, Hex Advisory Group. The CM shared the state's, Telangana Rising 2047 vision, aiming to make Telangana, a $1 trillion economy by 2034 and a $3 trillion economy by 2047, built on strategic global partnerships and innovation led growth. Southwest's entry joins a growing list of global majors betting on Hyderabad, further cementing its position as India's fastest growing GCC hub. This is actually creating a critical convergence of biotech, AI, and enterprise technology, an ecosystem capable of powering next generation healthcare innovation at scale. Meanwhile, just a few hours away in Melbourne, Andhra Pradesh, IT and HRD Minister Nara Lokesh is on his own strategic investment mission. His focus is this: digital health, higher education, renewable energy, tourism, and sustainable development. Lokesh held meetings with Bupa Asia Pacific COO Bijal Sejpal to pitch Vishakhapatnam as a GCC destination for Bupa's global operations. He also actually engaged with the University of Tasmania and the University of Melbourne, exploring joint research and AI integration in healthcare, telemedicine, and renewable energy. Andhra Pradesh has the ecosystem to become a green innovation hub. We want to bring global partners to co-create the future of healthcare and sustainability. End quote. This is what was said by Lokesh. He also pitched Victoria's tourism minister, Steve Dimopoulos, an ecotourism collaboration, green jobs, and coastal resilience projects. This, is not just a parallel story, it's like a strategic alignment. Telangana is doubling down on life sciences, research and development, and infrastructure. Andhra Pradesh, on the other hand, is pitching digital health and sustainability corridors to global investors. Together, the two states are quietly building the Southern Innovation Corridor, a biodigital belt that could actually rival global hubs like Boston or Singapore. This is genuinely bigger than a single investment announcement if you really think about it. It's a geo-economic signal. Telangana is positioning Hyderabad as the global capital of biotech innovation. Andhra Pradesh is laying the foundation for digital health and green economy corridors. Both are actually doing it from Australia, a deliberate geopolitical choice to align with a nation that's rapidly emerging as a strategic Indo-Pacific innovation partner. This isn't just about jobs or exports. It's actually way bigger than that. It's about shaping India's leadership in the next frontier of health, biotech, and artificial intelligence. Telangana bets on innovation. Andhra builds the corridors. Australia becomes the bridge. Did you just see that it is so wonderfully orchestrated? What is the result? Well, a southern powerhouse that could redefine how the world looks at India, not just as a talent hub, but actually as a biotech and digital health supercluster. Stick around because what's unfolding isn't actually just a regional growth story. It's actually a new center of gravity in global innovation. And please do let us know what you think in the comments.
We are AIM Media House. Born in Nama, Bengaluru. Built for the world. We make tech make sense. We tell stories that matter. This is the era of AI, and we are the ones telling its story. Think AI, think AIM.
And I have seen this place grow from strength to strength. Speakers, the sessions, and the vibe around that.
Love the vibe. Love to see how big it has gotten over the years.
The largest AI conference in India.
Cypher has definitely attained a cult status.
Artificial intelligence.
AI.
Coexisting.
AI.
कुछ खास है हम सभी में, कुछ बात है हम सभी में, बात है खास है, कुछ स्वाद है, क्या स्वाद है जिंदगी में।
कैडबरीज डेयरी मिल्क, असली स्वाद जिंदगी का।
നീരൊഴുക്കിൽ 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 ഓളം തല്ലും
फेविकॉल मरीन नहीं लगाया तो क्या मरीन लगाया है? फेविकॉल मरीन असली वाटरप्रूफ एडहेसिव।
देख लो बच्चों।
अरे ये बाद में पिलाना बाबा। बाबा ये क्या है बाबा? बाबा इतना तो टैक्सी में आने जाने का भाड़ा लग जाता है बाबा। हाँ मान गए भाई। बाबा पहले किसी के पास।
देखिए ये गलत बात है। देखिए
हाँ कह रहे हैं हाँ। क्यों बाबा बड़ा भी तो एक जीरो बड़ा एक और हाँ एक और बाबा लास्ट बस लास्ट। भाई दवाई दे देना इनको।
सिर्फ एक टपकती बूंद आपकी किस्मत बदल सकती है। घर में रखिए एमसी हमेशा।
धिक्कार है हम पर। पोलियो के बूथ पे इतने कम लोग। कब तक अपने घर बैठे इंतजार करते रहेंगे आप? कब तक अपनी जिम्मेदारियों से मुंह मोड़ते रहेंगे? अरे भाई मां बाप तो बच्चों के लिए क्या क्या नहीं करते। 2 बूंदें जो आपके बच्चे को जिंदगी दे सकती हैं, उसके लिए आप 4 कदम नहीं चल सकते। 5 जनवरी और 9 फरवरी को बूथ पर जाएं और बच्चे को दवा पिलाएं। चलिए ठान लें कि पोलियो का नाम और निशान मिटा दें। प्लीज कम ऑन।
5 साल तक के बच्चों को 9 फरवरी के दिन पोलियो बूथ पर जरूर लाएं।
We are AIM Media House. Born in Nama, Bengaluru. Built for the world. We make tech make sense. We tell stories that matter. This is the era of AI, and we are the ones telling its story. Think AI, think AIM.
And I have seen this place grow from strength to strength. Speakers, the sessions, and the vibe around that.
Love the vibe. Love to see how big it has gotten over the years.
The largest AI conference in India.
Cypher has definitely attained a cult status.
Hello and welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to the ever so exciting world of, well, Debunked. And tonight on Debunked, we are breaking down the hype around ChatGPT Atlas, OpenAI's, well, brand new AI browser that's being called the Chrome killer, the invisible interface, and the future of agentic browsing. Atlas has actually been trending hard ever since OpenAI announced it, but it's actually built on Google's Chromium, deeply integrated with ChatGPT, wrapped in a design philosophy that whispers, not shouts. Much like Abhishek, if you were wondering who this brilliant man is. But coming back, does it really have what it takes to challenge Chrome? Gemini infused Google, Perplexity's Comet, and Brave's, well, Leo. The time has come to cut through the noise because you are watching Debunked with the noise cutter himself. And this is happening only on AIM Network. Hello, Abhishek. How are you doing?
Hi, Sudhi. Thank you so much for inviting. And it's a very interesting topic to discuss, by the way.
We are all very excited and we are
Yeah, same
obviously wanting to understand and get your insights on it. So
Definitely.
let's get into it really quickly. Are you excited?
Of course.
Where is your seatbelt? Okay, I was just checking. Atlas is actually a Chrome replacement. This is the debunk number one theory. Okay. OpenAI's biggest flex is that Atlas is built directly on Chromium.
Yeah.
Please tell us why.
Yeah. So anybody who is not from the tech background, first when that person will listen to this news. So Chromium and Chrome sounds very similar.
Similar, correct.
Yeah. So it gives an impression that whatever Chrome is there, something is built on top of that. But that is not the case exactly.
Okay.
Right. So Chromium is a browsing engine. And for my viewers' information, Chromium is an open source engine.
Fair.
Right? It is called Google's because Google's is the largest contributor. It's not proprietary to Google, right? And it's not solely belonging to Google, right?
Fair
There
enough.
are many other contributors.
Fair.
Microsoft also contributes, Apple also contributes, Samsung, Intel, whatever names you have heard, since it's an open source, so
Sure.
everybody contributes.
Sure.
Everybody contributes, it means everybody takes advantage of that also. Or it's the other way, they have to take the advantage, that's why they contribute, right?
Yeah,
So,
fair.
yeah, so that relation is there. Even for Microsoft Edge browser that you might have heard of,
Yes,
right?
yes.
We criticize it a lot for its...
We don't remember those things.
Okay, yeah. So Edge also uses Chromium.
Fair enough.
Right? There are many browsers out there that uses Chromium. So if OpenAI is building something which is browser based and it is using Chromium, so that's nothing like something to make a hype on that it is copying Chrome or something.
Got it.
Right? So
Good. Fair enough. That's very important that you clarify that. Fair enough.
Yeah, and that's the first thing. But I would also like to add that then what different it is doing from Chrome here.
Yes.
Right. So since it has agentic workflow integrated here, so much can be done, very much similar to Comet, I would say. It won't be fair to compare like this Atlas to Chrome. It will be fair to compare Atlas to Comet.
Fair.
Yeah.
So it's basically, if I were to understand what you just said, Abhishek, is this, that at the end of the day, it's built on Chromium, which is open source.
Yeah.
And at the end, and it is more comparable to Comet.
Yeah.
And you're now going to lead us into debunk number 2 and tell us what it's all about, because everyone is talking about Chrome being just a search browser.
Yeah.
Correct?
Yeah.
But Atlas is something which is actually making browsers smart, which is basically making browsers, well, they're like on steroids.
Yeah.
Something like that.
Yeah.
Right? Extra protein.
Yeah.
Okay. So basically, Atlas reads pages, understands context, remembers what you were doing, and gets things done.
Yeah.
Unlike every relationship I've ever had in my life. Anyway, carry on.
Okay. So, very interesting point it is. So the thing
About
is...
my relationships? No,
no, about this one. I don't care about your relationships. Okay.
So empathetic.
So
Wonderful.
the thing is...
Just the noise cutter we need. Yes, carry on.
Okay. So there are many aspects. I will just enumerate them.
Sure.
Maybe when you want to summarize something,
right,
Chrome won't be able to do it directly, but it will do the job for you. It will fetch information from different places and it will summarize the things for you, right? Then if suppose there are some information which are in PDF format, right? So if you see like WHO, it publishes some sort of documents in
Sure,
PDF format,
sure.
which is available on their website.
Correct.
You want a summary of that. If you want to do it through Chrome, what you will have to do, you will have to visit the website, download the PDF,
Yes.
again upload
yes.
that PDF on say ChatGPT or
Right.
Gemini, and then it will summarize it for you.
Correct.
Here, these things can be streamlined directly. You
So
will,
is it right to say, Abhishek, that with Atlas being launched,
Yeah.
it's cutting the noise in a
Yeah,
big way? It's cutting the
way.
clutter.
yeah,
Yeah, making it more focused.
yeah. Two more use cases I'll give you. Like
Yeah.
suppose you want to make comparison between certain things.
Right.
Like suppose you want to purchase a mobile, you are confused between say
Sure.
Samsung S25 and say the latest release
That
from
is
Apple.
confusing. Yes.
Yeah. Then you will land to some page like GSM Arena or
Correct,
something, and
correct.
they give their opinion, right?
Right.
If you do it through Atlas, so it will fetch information from all the sources and it will give you a summary kind of thing, a comparison kind of thing for you.
Fair.
If you are doing some say stock market research, so if I just type that, okay, tell me what happened to Tesla stocks today, so
Sure.
it will fetch information from different places and it will give you a summary. One best example is validating the things, because
Okay.
today we are living in the era of information war.
Sure.
Right?
Sure.
So there are so much information out there, and there is no way we can keep validating that whether it is true,
True,
or
not
false.
true. Correct.
Even deep fake videos are there.
Correct.
Like our Home Minister Amit Shah deep fake video
Yes.
came a few days back.
Yes.
Then
Yes.
there were claims that after Operation Sindoor, Pakistan has
Yeah.
launched something.
Yeah. Correct.
These kind of claims are there, or many fake news we hear, and
Which is also very disturbing and
very disturbing and very hard to validate.
and heartbreaking.
Yeah.
True.
Yeah, and a few days back, yesterday I saw news that
Especially for things like, I mean, I have to say this, especially for very sensitive operations like Operation Sindoor,
Yeah.
where we thank everyone for their service. And I think it's just inhuman to do
Yeah.
something like that.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah. Anyway.
And coming to say less sensitive issues like petrol prices, yesterday I saw news all over that petrol and diesel prices have reduced by ₹7 or something.
Wow.
But then
That will be the day.
then it was not true.
Right.
Right.
I
So
know.
yeah, so if you just Google on say Chrome, then all the news which are covering similar things, that will come to you. Then the onus lies on you that you have to segregate them, that which is true,
Sure.
which is false,
Fair.
like that. Suppose you trust certain websites like
Only then can you do this. But
Yeah.
with Atlas, does it already filter all of that? Does it?
Yeah, because it will fetch information from all the relevant places.
Right.
Suppose, for example, there is a video which needs to be validated. It will check the metadata, that from which source it was uploaded, when
Fair
it was
enough.
uploaded,
Fair
right?
enough.
And on the basis of that, it will do the analysis and it will filter the things for you, and it will not let that wrong information.
How
come to you.
accurate would it be in terms of authenticity, for example? Since you're talking about it being information war,
Yeah,
how reliable will it be? Is my question.
more than 90%.
Wow, that's very, very
Yeah.
good. Okay, I had another little thought while you were giving an example of, let's say, comparing of prices or doing all of that, summarizations.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
One tends to do that on ChatGPT as well, Abhishek. So then why go to Atlas? Is my question.
Yeah. So
ChatGPT also does it.
Yeah.
Perplexity also does it.
yeah.
It gives you
So-
summaries.
Yeah, similar discussion we had when we were discussing about Comet and all.
Right.
So
Correct.
So browser gives you access to, it's like a gateway to information, gateway to internet.
Yeah. Okay.
Right. So when you are doing, I will just show you why to say, just show
Please,
you.
that's always better.
So
I, in
here-
any case, have a very visual memory and a visual
Yeah. So suppose
other things.
any fake news which is there in the market, suppose that petrol price I talked about.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But before you
So-
do that,
Yeah.
since our producer is so clued in,
Yeah.
he wants you to share the screen again.
Okay. No problem. Just a moment.
So basically, till Abhishek is doing that, essentially what we've understood is that Atlas is carving out, well, a design-first agentic sweet spot, not universal dominance. And the moment he does share his screen, we are going to get into debunk number 3, which is this, that the memory changes everything. OpenAI's big pitch is this: Atlas has persistent memory. It remembers your browsing context across sessions. It actually has a memory, which, well, pretty much unfortunately our producer doesn't have. Anyway, back to Abhishek. Yes.
Yeah, so if my screen is visible, so
Yeah.
I just typed a prompt that petrol price in India got reduced by ₹7 recently. So I just want an interpretation around this statement, right? And here you see, here I have this home tab, here I have this web tab, then image tab, then video tab, all those tabs which you see in a usual browser.
Sure.
Right?
Sure.
Here it has given a summary of it. First, it has debunked it that this is not true or true like that. It is news of 2022 that you are referring to. It is saying that in October 25, nothing of that sort happened. That also it is telling. Now you can just click here and see that what are
the sources from which it has received this information.
So if you have Googled it on Chrome, then what you will get? You will get reference to these pages. So that is also here. You will want a consolidated summary like this. That is also here. You want relevant image, that is also here. You want relevant videos or whatever you want.
So a complete holistic.
It integrates all the things that are already there. Like it is not providing you something new. ChatGPT is also there, browser is also there. It is just integrating the things, making it seamless.
Since we talked about the memory aspect,
yeah,
Abhishek, I would like for you to maybe shed light on that. That it sounds powerful, but well, here's the double edge. Longer, smarter agent runs, which take place, context continuity without constant reprompts, but also data drift. So what would you like to go ahead and say to well debunk this bit, which is the memory aspect?
Yeah, memory aspect. The thing is that when we had seen Comet, so that also has feature of this persistent memory.
Yes.
Yeah, but they give you more control. Like you can turn it off, on, or things like that. But here the controls are less. It takes your browsing history kind of thing, and it tries to understand that what kind of person you are, what you might need in future, and that's how it tries to interpret the thing. But you very rightly pointed out the data drift issue.
Yes.
That is always there. I would like to just explain it in few lines that what exactly is
so that
data
everyone
drift.
has a context of
Yeah. So humans are very unpredictable beings.
Correct.
You know that. So
today, are you going to do something strange which we are not aware of?
No, not like that.
To elucidate your examples about him. Anyway,
I'm not including you. Don't worry. So the thing is, suppose one day I realized that I need to take some strong financial decisions for myself.
Fair.
And I searched something on my browser that, okay, I don't need to spend my money on cryptocurrency kind of volatile things. I don't need to spend out or dining out. Those kind of expenses I need to cut because I have a financial plan ahead.
Sure.
Right? Maybe after few days, 2-3 days, my mood swinged. And
which usually does.
Which usually does with human beings. And then what I did was I just spent a few bucks in, say, cryptocurrency. After a few days, a friend,
you wanted to go out with your friends.
A friend invited me, which I couldn't deny, so I had to go. So these kind of things happen. Then that machine doesn't know your state of mind.
Sure.
Right? You wanted to save money, but due to these deviations, it also captured these deviations, and now it will make an assumption that now you don't need to save money. Now you don't need to save money because you are doing these kind of stuffs.
Correct.
But you are doing these kind of stuffs, still you didn't want to do these kind of stuffs.
Correct.
Right?
Correct.
So the thing is that when humans cannot understand other human, how can you expect a machine to understand another human?
Yeah, fair enough. Valid
so,
point.
Yeah, so these kind of things happen. So that is data
Hence
drift.
the data drift.
Yeah, yeah. So you cannot just rely completely on a machine.
But the fact is that actually what it's actually progressing towards is for it to actually understand you as a person as well, to understand your intent.
Yeah.
Am I right on that?
Yeah.
And will it actually put it across in terms of that perspective? Because that brings us to the next factor, which is debunk number 4. And as far as that is concerned, is free AI browsing.
Yeah.
So Atlas actually feels free. But it's not.
It's not. Yeah.
Agent runs are actually tied to your ChatGPT tier. Heavy memory usage equals token burn.
Yeah.
Long sessions equals cost spikes.
Yeah.
Especially for enterprise users. Meanwhile, Comet offers most of its agentic features for free.
Yeah.
What would you like to say on this?
Yeah. So as you can see here also, ChatGPT is ticked, but for ChatGPT Go, it is saying that you will have to upgrade.
Sure.
And it is tied to your token even for memory if you exceed certain limits. So it's not a free, and it's not also, I would say, that premium. It's freemium kind of model that some part of it you can do as you can do on ChatGPT, usual ChatGPT.
Got it.
That part you can do here also. But if you want to expand your horizon, if you want to do something more, if you want to enter into enterprise level, then you will have to subscribe, you will have to pay. Now,
Comet does it for free.
Yeah, comparing it to other models. So see, different companies have different type of business strategies.
Strategies.
So it doesn't boil down to technical aspect. It boils down to their business strategy, that
Got it.
what they are planning ahead for 5 years, 10 years,
Fair.
and like that, right?
Fair.
So sometimes you might have seen that Microsoft will offer like some earlier version of Windows for free.
Yeah.
We have seen that people used to pirate those Windows.
Yes, you're right.
And Microsoft knew that people are pirating. It's not that
And
you
they
are
were
making a fool
letting
out of
them.
Microsoft.
Yeah, exactly.
But they
Obviously.
are letting you because they want to capture everything.
Exactly.
Now every system uses Microsoft.
It was like a little, well, I don't know, a little slow drug that was being introduced to your system.
Yeah, so it was a part of their strategy.
And then, well, of course, the piper asked for its money.
Yeah, so there is no free lunch.
Yes.
Yeah, so that's true here also.
I'm depressed about that, but anyway, we'll talk about that after the show. Anyway, you could...
And one more quote is there, that if you are getting something for free, then you are the product.
Wow. Today, Abhishek is telling us that he's writing a book. We don't want to talk about that right now. Carry on.
Yeah, so that was it about the pricing thing. It's about
it's a
business
strategy.
It's there is nothing technical about it.
Wonderful. You know what, Abhishek? I've missed you for these wonderful quotations. I'm seeing you after so long. Anyway, we're going to move along to the next point, which is debunk number 5.
Yep.
Which is Atlas, will it kill Google?
Okay.
Because this is the spiciest claim, to be honest, Abhishek. That's the first thing that the mind actually rushes to.
Okay.
That, you know, that Atlas will actually dethrone Chrome and eat Google's search share, which is about 68%.
Yeah.
Right? So, should we get real about this? That Google Chrome, and I'll just share some stats with you. Google Chrome has 3.8 billion users. I've already told you that it's 68% of the browser market. Gemini is already being embedded into Chrome's core, not as a gimmick, but as a defensive moat to keep you inside Google's world. So given all these aspects, do you feel that Atlas will kill Google? Like radio killed the video star. Another little quote for you. Anyway, carry on.
Yeah.
Or video killed the radio. It was the other way around.
So I would like to completely disagree with this statement that Google is going to be killed.
I would like for you to back it up, please.
So the thing is that we are doing ball by ball commentary. So that's why someday we feel like this is killing that, and another day we feel like that is killing this.
In swinger.
So tomorrow Google will also come up with something which will look like challenging this one. That is one thing. Another thing is 68% of market is that it has already captured.
Yes.
And if OpenAI can take a respectable share, that will be also something very appreciable, because if something is already established, then people also get institutionalized to that.
Yes.
I would say that
right.
You have Chrome in your muscle memory.
Muscle memory, correct. I was going to say that. Yeah.
You won't be able to come out of that so easily, right? So that is one thing.
Should people know that you're using Safari? No, that's okay. That's our secret. Carry on.
Okay. Now, another thing is that about killing each other. So the thing is, in this ecosystem...
No, not killing each other. It's Google killing Atlas or Atlas killing Google.
In this...
don't get violent.
In this ecosystem, as we discussed at the beginning of our discussion about Chromium, if you remember.
Yes.
In Chromium, everybody is having its share.
Right.
Everybody is playing their role.
Very valid point of view. Yeah.
Though it is open source, but everybody is playing their role.
Yeah.
Right. So, and Google is the largest contributor, not to forget that.
Yeah.
If they kill Google, how will they use Chromium?
Correct.
So, you won't kill someone from whom you are getting some aspects of your life.
Agreed.
right? So we are living in such an intertwined world, and these are so big players. So I don't think
that is the case.
that is the case.
But yes, I agree with one thing, which is probably taking that middle ground
Yeah.
of at least acquiring even a respectable share, because those are huge numbers, Abhishek.
Yeah, of course.
And do you feel that Atlas has the legs, as in the browser, not Atlas, the mythological person?
Yeah, these kind of these kind of change happen very these kind of change happen very slowly.
Okay.
Like it won't happen that in one go we will come to a conclusion that okay, now 50% of share it has captured.
Obviously not.
Yeah.
It'll take time.
It will take time, and Google is not a like say small player.
Obviously
right?
not. Yeah.
So it will also come up with something big.
So there will be a huge challenge which will be
as
put
it
up.
will observe that even 1% of its share is going away, then
I agree.
It will take it very seriously.
I agree. But
and
the
it will fight
browser
back.
was, are we clear on this?
Yeah.
That we are, let's say, progressively moving towards, away from, let's say, just search browsers,
Yeah.
towards agentic browsers. Are we clear on that at least?
Yeah, everybody
That we are
today or
moving there
tomorrow.
now?
Yeah, today or tomorrow, everybody will integrate this because we saw it just now that
Yeah.
it is making the things more convenient for
Sure,
us,
sure.
right? So if OpenAI does that, Google will also do that.
Fair. What about the security factor? I need to understand that from you, because that is one thing where you're opening, since we're talking about an agentic aspect
Yeah.
of and it's sitting on the core of the browser, at
Yeah.
the top of the browser.
Yeah.
It's trying to understand your behavior. It's trying to understand how you function. All of those factors.
Yeah.
One thing that actually comes up in your head is the security aspect.
Yeah.
So what about that? Why would you like to maybe
Yeah, those controls are here. If you can see my screen, I just clicked
Nice,
here
fair
and
enough.
then went to settings.
Sure.
Here you have your general setting, browser settings, personalization, and here you have your data controls.
Got it.
Right? So here you have got multiple controls. Here the first option is very crucial: improve the model for everyone. If it is turned on, it means you are agreeing to the term that whatever you are doing, those things are shared with
okay.
for the improvement of their
Sure,
model.
understood.
If you are even a bit skeptical that you are about to share some sensitive information which you should not, then you can turn it off.
Turn it off. Okay.
Yeah. So they have provided you
The
those kind of-
guardrails or the
those kind of facilities.
facilities, right?
Yeah, and these systems already are becoming very robust these days. So any personal data, they tend to filter it out. They don't keep it.
Okay.
And even if you don't trust, you can just turn it off from your end. as
So
well.
according to you, Abhishek, security is not so much of a concern. I mean, at least
Yeah.
it's been provided for, and then it comes with a disclaimer whether you want to go ahead and share it or not. But
Yeah.
at least they've done their job
Yeah.
of giving you the option.
Yeah, you have the option. So whatever security concerns a usual browser has, that exists already. It's
Agreed,
not
agreed.
solving that problem, but it's not that it is adding any danger to your.
Danger. Fair. That's
Yeah.
what I wanted to get into.
Yeah.
Okay. Fair. Well, of course, that makes us progress towards debunked number 6 as far as the final verdict is concerned, which is, I would like for you to first give your final verdict, Abhishek, and then learning from your wonderful wisdom, I will come up with my
Yeah.
little 2 cents.
Yeah. So the thing is that, as I said in the beginning, like if we are comparing it with Chrome kind of thing, then few of the things it can do better, like summarizing
Got
of
it.
the things, fetching information from different places and putting it for you. You can also ask that put it in 100 words or 50 words, like
Sure,
if you
sure.
have paucity of time,
Sure.
right? Secondly, what it can do is recent latest information it can fetch for you, like stock prices and all, which changes every minute since it has a browser gateway attached to it. So it can do that thing for you. That is another thing. Files like PDF and all, it can directly fetch and
You mentioned that.
whatever
right?
things you want, it can do for you. Validating the data, that is the point. Like misinformations are there. If you want everything which is validated on your screen, on your plate, then that it can do directly because there is an
Fair.
agentic workflow which is working behind. And then comparison of things. Those things have become easier if you have to compare 2 things, 3 things. So it will fetch the information, compare the things for you and put it for you. And one last thing, don't confuse Chromium with
Chrome. Yeah.
Chromium is a different thing. It's an open source thing in that Google also contributes. Everybody else also contributes. So it's fine that they are using Chromium.
Fair enough. Well, there it is. That was Abhishek's final take. But this is what we have to say. Atlas actually rewrites the browser's purpose from browsing the web to orchestrating your day. Atlas may not dethrone Chrome, but it might change what we expect from a browser. The real war isn't about tabs or speed, it's actually about who owns the first pixel of your intent. Gemini watches, Comet races, Leo whispers, and Atlas, well, remembers. Thanks for watching. Well, this is Debunked by AIM Network, India's definitive media organization and voice on everything AI and technology. And of course, this is Abhishek. He is powered by, you have to say it, Think AI.
Think I am.
Very good, you're powered.